Welcome back. Quarter-finals time, and the action is really hotting up.
Players won't be getting too far ahead of themselves, but a semi-final place could be theirs.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Well, he's taking it on. That's an excellent opening red.
1.
Long pot, right up his street.
Not the shot he was aiming for there. He really needs to tighten up on his positional play.
6.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6. 1. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
And that is the frame.
Thank you. The second frame, Mark Selby to break.
He's taking on the long red to the corner. He was fortunate there.
1.
No real problem here.
8. 9.
'Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
Lost the cue ball a tad there.
16.
'Well, he's taking the red on. And what a beauty he's picked up there. Half a chance, and he's grabbed it with both hands.
Position looks pretty good to me.
17.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. He's played that very well with the rest.
24. 25.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. Great shot.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
32.
'Nicely onto the black.
33. 40.
'Not an easy one, but a half chance.
41.
This really is tricky.
48.
This is no gimme.
Well, he lost control of the cue ball there. He's played that poorly.
49.
This is tough.
No, not this time. Close, but a miss nonetheless.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 49.
Not an easy safety, this. Well, that's not worked out quite as he intended it to. I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
One.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here. Oh, what a shot that is.
6. Seven.
Not the ideal result, but it could have been worse.
14.
He's tempted by this red.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 14. One. Six. Seven. 14.
He's going for it.
15. 21.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
22.
This should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, played it well.
27. 28. 30.
Looking to run this along the cushion.
Mark Selby, 30.
He just needs this red. Great shot.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
One.
This really is tricky.
That's just magnificent.
6.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. Excellent pot.
8.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
11. 15.
So, this pot into the right corner. Excellent shot.
20.
He's going for it.
$26.
Lots of power on this shot. Foul, but irrelevant in this frame.
Foul. Mark Selby, 7. 26. And the frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And that is the frame. Well played.
Well, even Stevens at the moment, with neither player able to gain an advantage.
Neither player being able to break away here. I can see this going into a final frame.
Foul. That'll annoy him.
Foul and a miss. Mark Selby, 4. One. Six. 7.
Tricky shot here.
11. 12. 17. 18.
Nicely done.
22. Mark Selby, 22.
Playing this with plenty of power. That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
One.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Three. Four.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
$11.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
12.
Well, he's taking it on. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
19.
Lots of power on this shot.
$20. 26.
He's taking the red on. Beautiful pot.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
27.
This won't be easy.
$34.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 34. One.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
7. Mark Selby, 7.
He's looking at this red. That's really close, but not quite close enough.
One.
This looks pretty simple.
Seven.
I can't see any problems here.
Eight. $15. $16. Mark Selby, 16.
Not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with that.
In off.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
He's playing on from this position. Playing this with plenty of power. That's an unforced error. He'll be fuming about that.
One. Four. 5. 11. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
That's the frame in the bag.
Thank you, the 4th frame. Mark Selby to break.
He's taking it on. Great opening red.
1. Eight.
Well, this is a half chance. Oh, so close. He needed some luck there, and he didn't get it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8. 1. Mark Selby, 1.
He's taking this on.
That's not the best split.
1.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it. That's a tremendous pot.
6. 7.
He's going for the left corner pocket. What a top shot that is.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
14.
This is tough.
What a beauty.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
15. 20. 21. 26.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Well, that's an unforced error.
27. 'Ronnie O'Sullivan, 27. Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
He's chosen to play on here. He's taking this red on.
One.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
Really impressive cueing.
6.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
And in it goes.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
7. 14.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. That's an absolutely outstanding pot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
22.
This is a critical shot here. No, not quite. Pretty close though, but that won't provide any solace.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 22. 1.
Magnificent pot.
6. 7. 12. 13. 18. 19. 25. Mark Selby, 25.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion. He doesn't want to play this with too much pace, or he could leave his opponent on. That's a really good escape and a great result. So, just the red required here. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous pot.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
1.
Would you believe it?
3.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
5.
He's taking this green on. That's well played with the rest.
8.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
12.
That's a foul, but it doesn't matter.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 12. Mark Selby, 5. Frame conceded. Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And now the frame is his.
Well, this is developing into a very tight match. Both players refusing to give any ground here.
I agree. You can't really identify a clear favourite. It's just too close to call.
Pace is key with this shot. He doesn't want to overhit it. He's looking at the pot into the left centre. That's a good opening red.
1.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
7.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
What a fabulous pot that is.
Excellent positional play there. Inch perfect.
8.
'He's aiming for the left corner here. Tremendous pot.
Simply wonderful.
13. 14.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket. No issues there.
He's playing very well here.
20. $21.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
Wonderful shot.
26. $27.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. Beautifully done.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
33.
Looking to play this softly.
$34.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. No problem there.
Well, not perfect position.
38. $39.
He's taking on the pot along the cushion. That's an excellent pot.
Oh, wonderful shot.
44.
He fancies this red. Brilliant shot.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
45.
He's looking to pop the pink.
No problems with the rest there. Well played.
51.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
$52.
This is really tricky.
That's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
He couldn't have played that any better.
55.
This is a challenging shot along the cushion. Beautiful.
Great technique, superb cueing.
56.
Well, he's taking it on. So close, but he's missed it. That'll annoy him.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 56. One. Mark Selby, 1.
Well, not the best safety there.
One. Mark Selby, 1. 1.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless. What a top shot that is.
9. $16.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a great pot.
17.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? Tremendous shot.
24.
Only the colours remaining.
26.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
29. $33.
Playing for the middle pocket. What a top pot that was.
38.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$44.
This is not easy.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 44.
That is the frame.
Well, he's established a one-frame lead here. Some pretty impressive snooker in that last frame.
I agree. You really get the sense that this next frame is pretty critical to the outcome of this match.
Thank you. The 6th frame, Mark Selby to break.
He'll be irritated with himself there. He's handed his opponent a real opportunity.
One. Eight. Nine.
Nicely onto a red.
16.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
Position looks good for a colour.
17. $24.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
25.
Very well played.
30. $31. 38. Mark Selby, 38.
Well, it goes. Half a chance. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous pot.
1.
This really is tricky.
What a tremendous pot.
7.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. That's a beauty.
8. $15.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
16. $23.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. In it goes.
24.
This is really tricky.
Great pot.
30.
Not the shot he was aiming for there.
31.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
33.
Not really the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue ball a little.
34. $40.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. Nicely done.
He's cueing extremely well here.
41.
A delicate touch required here.
Well played.
48. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 48. 1.
Well, an excellent pot.
7. 8. Foul. Mark Selby, 8. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
This safety would be a test of his skills.
Pace is key, and he certainly doesn't want to overhit this. He'll be disappointed with that shot, I think.
Foul. Mark Selby 4-1. 6. 8.
Well, I'm not sure that's what he intended.
11. Mark Selby 11.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
4.
He'll need to strike the cue ball very true here. He's really on fire here.
Nine.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
15.
He doesn't want to play this with too much pace, or he could leave his opponent on.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 15. Frame conceded. Frame Mark Selby.
Well played to take that frame.
No advantage at the moment. A very tight match.
It's tight, isn't it? Just when you think one player is starting to dominate, there's an immediate comeback. Great stuff. Playing this with a lot of power.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
This looks relatively easy.
One.
This should be straightforward enough.
8.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a top shot.
What a wonderful pot.
16. Seventeen.
He's finished a bit awkward here.
24. $25.
Nicely positioned for the red.
32. $33.
This should be pretty straightforward. That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
40.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
41.
Lots of power on this shot.
48.
That's not ended well. Tough shot, but not what he was hoping for.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 48. 1. Mark Selby, 1.
Playing this with plenty of power.
One.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Well, he lost control of the cue ball there. He'll be annoyed with that.
7. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 7.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
One.
This requires a really good strike.
Close, but not quite.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power. The split looks good to me.
One.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
That's a top shot. Well played.
Great cueing.
3.
Lots of power on this shot.
In it goes.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
4.
This pink required. Unbelievable pot.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
10. $11.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. What a top shot that is.
17.
Wow, he'll be thrilled with that.
18.
Playing this with a lot of power.
23.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 23. Frame conceded. Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well played to take that frame.
Thank you, the 8th frame. Mark Selby to break.
Lots of power on this shot. Really nice opening red.
One.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. No issues there.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
6. Seven.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Twelve. Thirteen.
He's going for the left corner pocket. That's an excellent pot.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
18.
This is a tricky one along the cushion. Oh yes, what a pot.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
19.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
$24.
Playing this with a lot of power.
What an excellent pot that is.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
$25.
He's playing for the right corner here. No problem there.
Excellent cueing.
30.
Good split. That's really opened the table up here.
31.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Brilliant pot, outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
36.
That's a great pot.
Great cueing there.
37.
He's looking for the pot into the right middle. Great shot.
Wonderful shot.
43.
Very tricky shot coming up.
What a fabulous pot that is.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
44.
So, this pot into the right corner. That's a top shot. Well played.
Really impressive cueing.
49. 50.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on.
Anything looks possible when he's cueing this well.
55.
I can't see any problems here.
$56. $61.
This red required.
$62.
Playing this with a lot of power.
What a magnificent pot that is.
$65.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. Beautiful.
66.
Aiming for the centre pocket here. Nicely done.
72.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Beautifully done.
73.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket. Well, an excellent pot.
79. $80.
This requires good cueing.
What a great demonstration of cue power.
85. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 85. Frame conceded, frame and match, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And with that, he's into the semi-final.